What would you do if your food had no salt? Well, it's a new normal for Sri Lanka. The country is running short of salt. It has a salt crisis. It's ironic because the country is surrounded by sea from all sides. The matter is serious though because people have been suffering in the country from a long time. They struggle with food shortage, medicine and fuel shortage since 2022. And this time it's salt. Now the social media is flooded with empty shelves of salt in Sri Lankan supermarkets. Reports say consumers in Sri Lanka are having to spend days to hunt for salt, and the ones who are lucky and they get the salt are paying double for it. As per reports, the price of 1 kg salt is as much as 145 rupees in Sri Lanka now. Some reports suggest that the salt shortage in Sri Lanka is because of domestic production coming down. Salt production usually takes place in March or April and October to November months in Sri Lanka. But the rainfall was heavy and there was lack of sufficient light since mid-March, which caused the output of salt coming down. The rains also washed away 15,000 kilos of harvested salt that was ready to be collected. Sri Lanka's Puttalam Sultan alone provides for 60% of the country's domestic salt output as per reports. A 50-kilo salt bag earlier sold for 420 rupees is now being sold for 2,000 rupees at Puttalam. They were expecting the situation to get better in May, but the rain did not stop then too. Production at other sultans have also been hit after the armed conflict in Sri Lanka. Country's salt demand is estimated at 180,000 metric tons, but the industry produced only between 135,000 and 140,000 metric tons per year, only meeting 60 to 65% of the domestic demand. So what is it doing now? Just like how we do in Indian households, when you run short of salt or sugar, you turn to your neighbors and ring their bell. India has extended a hand towards the neighboring country. India has sent Colombo over 3,000 metric tons of salt. 2,300 metric tons of this was provided by government-owned salt firms. This had mixed reactions from the citizens, but Sri Lankan politicians say that they were left with no choice. In January, Sri Lanka bought 35,000 tons of salt from India for the first time in 15 years. This is interesting because Sri Lanka's previous administrations had placed import controls or bans on salt. Recently, Sri Lanka had made remarkable economic recovery, growing 5% in 2024. However, World Bank says that about a quarter of Sri Lanka's population was living in poverty. The rate remained alarmingly high at 24.5% in 2024. The labor market was struggling, household incomes, employment and overall welfare remained well below pre-crisis levels.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.